Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all across the globe. Welcome to the Monday Project meeting on the last call of October. We have what looks to be, from the agenda, an exceedingly short meeting today. I'm going to do a quick reload to see if any events have come on, but it doesn't look like we have any events to announce for this week or next. So we're going to move right into speakers. And as it turns out, I'm the first speaker. So welcome to the weekly Firefox update. Let's see what we've got going here. Firefox 70 is our current stable release. We shipped the big Skyline release last week, October 22nd. Firefox 70 users are already enjoying the new privacy protections report, the new password manager called Lockwise, reduced power consumption on Mac, which was the sleeper hit of the release if Twitter is to be believed, and developer tools now have an audit for keyboard accessibility, a color deficiency simulator, an inactive CSS indicator with tooltips explaining why CSS isn't used. That CSS inactive feature has also been a real hit with our developer community. Firefox 71 is in the beta channel, and that ships to our stable release on December 3rd. Firefox 72 is in the nightly channel, and over the last week there have been about 400 bug fixes, including these notable ones. A couple of macOS 10.15 Catalina regressions were fixed. Use keyboard navigation in the system's preferences wasn't working, and that's fixed now. And the OpenH264 plugin wasn't being downloaded for Catalina users, and that is now also fixed. We have some exciting changes landing in nightly for features. The Contextual feature recommender is now announced to screen reader users. This is exciting because before, screen reader users had no way of knowing, except tabbing through the address bar, that there was a CFR notice available. Private browsing separate search engine has been enabled in nightly. So if you want to use a different from your default search engine for private browsing, you can go into your options or preferences, uncheck the box that says use the same in both, and then you'll get a separate select widget for your private browsing search engine. Browser support information is now shown in the DevTools. This is a really exciting collaboration with MDN where they're pulling in browser support for web features and letting you know whether those are supported. The DevTools inspector now has a color scheme simulator for all of you who are testing out dark mode, which seems to be the exciting new feature of the year across the web platform. You can now test that out with the color scheme simulator in DevTools. The no login screen in the logins manager now offers you an option to import your logins from another browser on supported OSs, which I believe is Windows and Macintosh now. There's now a search icon in front of the address bar. This is part of the mega bar improvements to the address bar. We'll see where that goes. It's early and that feature is far from complete, but you can click on that search lens and it will prepend the question mark to your address bar search so that it does a direct search rather than looking at a combined search and local search results. Picture-in-picture has been enabled for Mac and Linux on nightly. We are a little further ahead on Windows. This has been enabled in the previous release on Windows, and Mac and Linux are now catching up quickly. And Gecko now supports an online speech recognition service for the Web Speech API, so an exciting change landed in Gecko this last week. That is it for the Firefox update this week. Next up, we have Greg coming to us with the emerging technology update from Hubs.
Okay, you're up.
Good morning, everyone. Today's update's coming to you live from the Hubs, and I'm coming to you as a red panda. Every week, the Hubs team hosts a screening of the project call in the Hubs Mozilla Commons. We invite any Mozilla employees interested in joining us to find the link in the ET channel on Slack. You don't even need a VR headset to join. To kick things off, VR Focus, a virtual reality news site, published a video interview from the recent Oculus Connect 6 conference with our director of mixed reality, Lars Bergstrom, about the key role the web will continue to play in the growth of VR. In the interview, Lars highlighted trends we're seeing with users in experiencing the web in VR, the importance of voice input, and new features coming in future Firefox Reality releases. Last week, we also launched a new version of Firefox Reality for standalone headsets, focused on fixing top bugs, but also accompanied by a new Halloween-themed set of content. Happy Halloween, everyone. Last week was also a busy one for the Mozilla Hacks blog. Firefox's new WebSocket inspector, which by the way is awesome, by Jan Hansa Varco and Harold Kiesner, received some of the highest traffic of the year and some love on Twitter, and Faster Layouts with CSS Grid and Subgrid by Miriam Suzanne reached #1 on Hacker News. Other posts last week included developing cross-browser extensions with WebEx 3.2.0 by Luca Greco and Kumar 303. And on the video front, the Mozilla Developer YouTube channel we launched 3 weeks ago passed 6K subscribers on Friday, picking up some attention from our developer newsletter, the Friday Hacks post about CSS subgrid videos, and promotion on our social channels and other team efforts. For Hubs, last week we were able to host a VR version of the ACM Symposium on User Interface Software and Technology, or WIST. Individuals from around the world were able to not only drop in to watch live streams of conference talks in a VR environment, custom designed for Hubs, but also attend live virtual poster sessions, giving people an opportunity to connect directly with researchers and learn more about their work. There were other exciting events going on in Hubs last week as well. For example, a Hubs community member, Max Kriegler, launched a VR art gallery in collaboration with Y2K Aesthetic. This VR environment is a throwback to the late 90s and 2000 design trends and received quite a bit of love on social media, with people coming and going throughout the weekend. That's today's ET Update. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Greg. I love seeing these updates coming live from Hubs with all of the Hubs capabilities. That is it for our speakers this week. We have 2 introductions. The first one coming from San Francisco. Katie, take it away.
Hi there, I am Katie from Pocket's San Francisco office. I lead the marketing team there, and I wanted to welcome Mark Teeter today. He's joining us as our lead creative technologist. It's a new role for us at Pocket. We're really excited to have him. He'll be working at the intersection of design and development, so we're thrilled to have him join us here, and he's joining us from Lyft, and he will be working remote from Lansing, Michigan, after he spends a week with us at Pocket. So please join us in welcoming.
Welcome, Mark.
Thank you.
And to close things out, we have Erin here in Mountain View with an introduction. Erin?
Hi, this is Erin Lancaster with the Firefox Program Management Office, and I have Jaspreet Manga in Toronto. I can't see Toronto that well, so hopefully there's Jaspreet. He is our new... Hey, hi. You can stand at the podium. That'd be perfect. Hi. Jaspreet is our new Senior Engineering Program Manager for Firefox Partnerships. He'll be working side by side with St. Peter and Devin Reams. He'll be helping them to ramp up some of the higher priority initiatives for that program. And then as his role evolves, he'll be helping to do what we do best, which is to create some operational rhythm and introduce some best practices. He has worn quite a few hats in his career. Namely, he was a business specialist for B2B clients at Apple. He also co-founded a IoT systems integration company where he was the CTO. And then most recently, he was a senior project manager and working closely with partners such as Canadian Molson, Mitsubishi, Nissan, and Infinity Motors. Outside of work, he is a really excellent photographer, a really great musician, and also a world traveler. And the thing that we really loved about Jaspreet's career path was that he really discovered project and program management in his role as an entrepreneur. So he really saw the best practices really solve some real world problems for him, and he embraced it, and that's what led him to us today. So if you're in Toronto and you haven't said hello already, please do find him, make him feel welcome. If you're not in Toronto, just hit him up in Slack. So thank you, and welcome, Jaspreet. We're super happy to have you.
Welcome, Jaspreet.
Thanks, Erin.
Going to do a quick reload of the agenda to see if anything else has come on. It doesn't look like it. So with that, we are all wrapped up for the week, a record-setting 10-minute meeting. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you same time, same place next week. Until then, keep on rocking the free web.